There's a new movie that came out last week. Why did they make a sequel to this? I don't know, because the first movie was not the 1980s version. Okay, I'm talking about like the 2010, 2011 version. It was all right. And that's Tron Ares, coming out with an opening weekend of a measly $33.5 million. Yeah, that's tough. But let me say something, because have you seen the Tron movie?
I actually have not.
You're not. My condolences.
I mean,
look.
I heard it wasn't good.
Look, it's not that. Look, it's a hit or miss. Either people loved it or people didn't. I didn't like it because I thought it was hella boring. You know, it was slow. I mean, the CGI was really good. You know, Jeff Bridges was great.
Okay.
You know, but it was just a little lackluster. In my eyes, it was almost mediocre. You know.
Wait,
so,
we need a little clarification. Are you talking about the 1982
no,
Tron?
No. I'm talking about the 2010 one.
Okay.
With Jeff Bridges and
I thought you said
Tron Legacy.
Okay, there you go. All right,
That
because
one.
I don't know. You said the first Tron, and I was like, the first Tron is the one.
People consider the newest Tron as like the first Tron.
All right.
You know,
right.
People don't even really like. I completely forgot there was a 1980s version until a couple of days ago when someone was like, "Yeah, don't forget about the 1980 something version." I was like, "Oh, that's right."
Well, that's
yeah.
the one like our parents watched.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the one that they liked, and so then seeing the 2000, I feel like I'm not trying to. I just
Go
wanted-
ahead,
go
bro.
for it.
Oh,
Go
just
for
wanted
it.
to-
You can
I was
gonna
gonna say, I feel like the parents that watched the 1982 show actually like the 2010 one because it's improved, and then I feel like we're like, what the we're like, what is this? But I think there's a lot more to I like what at first I didn't like the 2010 Tron, and then I watched it a couple times and I actually kind of liked it. So maybe we should
give it a second try.
I think you should give
watch
it a
it.
second try. Really, again, there is some things that you're like, but I think you have to watch it again. It makes more and more sense. So that's my hot take.
No,
Thank you, Ben.
Look. There's a lot of movies that I had to like. Let me give you an example. James Gunn's Suicide Squad. I didn't like it the first time I watched it. I waited 3 years to watch it again, and I loved it. You know what I mean?
That's a really fair, actually, and especially that one.
Yeah.
Because I think I did the same exact thing. I watched it and I was like, what is this? And then I watched it again. I was like, oh, this was a pretty funny
It was
movie.
really good,
Yeah, I thought
you
it
know.
was
And I
really
watched it again, and it was really good.
One movie that I will watch. Actually, no, I won't even watch it anymore. I watched it twice. I almost threw my TV in the ocean with the shark, the Meg. I'm sorry.
Look,
Even my dad, shout out to you, Dad. Even my dad said it was awful. Freaking block of a shark.
Look,
The
only good damn shark movie was Jaws. Come
Oh,
on,
yeah.
You can't top Jaws. But that movie, I saw the trailers and I was like, nuh-uh. When you got a freaking After Effects shark popping out of the water and Jason Statham going, I'm gonna kill this shark. You know?
And then my dad actually watched Meg 2.
Why is there a Meg 2?
I refused to even watch the first one again.
Why are we greenlighting a second Meg?
And he said it was just as bad as the first one. But I don't want to get too far off topic.
Have you
Come
seen
on,
Sharknado? That's my only
No,
question.
I have
you-
not seen
I've seen
Sharknado.
clips of Sharknado.
Do you even know it? Have you heard of it? Do you know what
I've heard of it and I'm not watching it.
Okay, all right, cool. All right, cool.
Wait,
I've never
so-
watched it, but I've heard of it. And I've been wanting to know if there's anybody out there that actually have seen the movie.
My grandma could make a better movie from what I've heard. Come on. And my grandma's 83 years old. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. Come on. Going back to Tron.
We went off topic a little bit.
And going back to visuals, since he liked to mention freaking Sharknado. Going back to visuals. Tron's visuals are actually really, 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 really good.
Although, yeah, I have seen the trailer. The visuals do
The
look
visuals
really
are
nice.
amazing. The visuals are amazing.
Now, the thing is visuals everything for the movie. So basically, in my mind, I don't think visuals count for the whole story.
Absolutely. It doesn't.
No.
But a lot of people watch movies and like movies because it looked good.
Oh, yeah, for
You know
sure.
what I mean? Like, look, we love Avatar.
Yeah.
Right? But you got to admit, even though the visuals are groundbreaking, what's the only thing that's annoying?
Unobtainium.
Yeah, the writing is not very good. I mean, the story in general, the story was really good, but that is a example of visuals made us love a movie, right? Because at the end of the day, if we didn't have those visuals and you had that story, I would have hated the movie.
No,
You
for
know
sure,
what I mean?
for sure. Like, especially with those types of movies, especially Tron, you can't have bad visuals. But
can't.
at the same time, too, you need to have a good, compelling story
You do.
to help boost the visuals.
Yep, and that's what I'm hearing. Everyone that is reporting on this film is saying that the film is mediocre, lackluster. They said Jared Leto is just non-emotional. He's how can I say it? His acting performance wasn't very good. People hate on Jared Leto. I don't know why. I've only seen one thing that Jared Leto was in, which was like, I've seen him as the Joker, which he wasn't a good Joker. But I don't know. People be hating on Jared Leto. I don't even know. Even though he did Morbius, which was an absolutely diabolically terrible movie. He's not that bad of an actor.
Well, I guess we'll find out when you watch it tomorrow.
Yeah,
on episode 6, the very beginning, when we do our movie hot takes. We'll find out what you think about it.
Yep.
Well, that kind of tosses into our other topic.